Welcome to the 2016 State of the District Address, where I will give a brief overview of our school district's performance. I want to personally thank you for taking an interest in the education of our children. We value the partnership as we recognize that schools cannot do it alone. We're privileged to be the largest district in the state of Wyoming. We have over 13,800 students. We have about 15% of the state student population. We have 36 schools and we're growing rapidly. Over the last 6 years, we have grown about 1,000 students, which has created some challenges in terms of our facilities. We have about 900 students currently in modulars, so building new schools certainly is a priority for us. An issue that this district faced about 5 years ago, along with much of the rest of the nation, we were having an increase in bullying. So we set that as a goal to bring that down. Unfortunately, we'll probably always have bullying in our schools. In 2012, we had almost 600 issues of bullying, and we've cut that in half. It's something that we continue to work on and feel is very important. Part of that is we have a structured bullying program in our elementaries and in our secondary schools, and we involve students in part of the solution. That's made a real difference in Laramie County School District number 1. The chart you're looking at would be our PAWS Science Proficiency for 2016. The state 2 years ago started testing our students on PAWS proficiency in science. The prairie gold color is the state of Wyoming. The green column would be us. You can see that we're slightly lower than the state average, and it's something that we have put more emphasis on in our elementary in terms of teaching science and attempting to raise those scores. Math proficiency is something that's been tested quite a while in the state of Wyoming. This is our PAWS rates. And you can see that when students start off in the lower grades, we are lower than the rest of the state of Wyoming, and we peak at the elementary level at 6th grade, and we're above the proficiency level, and we have a slight drop at the junior high level. This is our PAWS reading proficiency scores for 2016. Again, you can see we're maybe a bit closer to the state average in most of the grade levels, and 6th grade seems to be a very good point for us in reading. And if looking at what our data was the last few years in each one of these areas that I've talked about, we've had improvement. So we're continuing to improve, as does the rest of the state, and our goal really is to continue to work on this as well. This is our MAP effect sizes for 2015-16. That's the measures of academic progress. This compares our students to the rest of the nation. You can see the majority of it is green, and there's one little yellow line there. And what the yellow indicates is that our students are at the same level as others nationally taking that exam. Very pleased to report when we compare ourselves nationally, particularly on this assessment, our students are doing better than the rest of the nation. This is the ACT Composite Improvement Scores. Again, the prairie gold shows what the state of Wyoming is at. And you can see they're about 19%, and we're at 20.6% this year. We had a remarkable gain this last year, about 0.4 of a point. And when you look at the scale on the ACT, that's a very significant improvement. We want to continue to work on this as well. Our goal would be to be at a 21. And the reason we want to be at a 21, anybody that has a 21 on the ACT are not required to take any remedial work, and that's where we want to get all of our students. This is a chart regarding our on-time graduation rate, and you can see it starting in 2011, 2012 is about 70%. Just to talk a little bit about the history of graduation in this country. At the turn of the century, our nation had a graduation rate about 6%. During 1940s, it went up to about 50%, dropped during World War II. I think lots of people dropped out of high school and entered the military those 4 years, and then it went back to 50%. We are currently a little over 79%, knocking on the door of 80%. This is the highest graduation rate we've ever had in our history. We know the importance of graduation, and so each year we do incremental increases or set that for a goal. This next year our goal will be to get to 81%. These are the goals we've set out for ourselves for this year that we want to obtain. We want to increase our on-time graduation rate to 81%. As I stated, we want to increase our students' average ACT composite to 21, and we also want to increase the percentage of 3rd through 8th grade students who perform at the proficient or advanced levels on PAWS by 5% in reading and in math, And we didn't want to leave out our advanced students, so we want 5% of our kids to move from proficient level to advanced level. Thank you for your interest in Laramie County School District Number 1. We truly can't do it alone. It takes all of us to make a difference in the lives of our kids. I appreciate so much the efforts of our staff, our students, our parents, and our community. We truly can get a world-class education in Laramie County School District Number 1.